Good morning. It's almost Thanksgiving. We're going to make the most delicious turkey you'll ever have, Puerto Rican style, and my wife showed me how to do this. We're going to use garlic, also garlic powder, olive oil, adobo, and Sazon. What we do first is peel the garlic and then put it in the food processor with some olive oil and about a tablespoon of garlic powder. Then we pulse it a couple of times. Actually, initially you're going to want to more than pulse it. Once you get it chopped up pretty fine, then you put the dry garlic powder in and then pulse it a couple or three times. Then, before we do anything else, we're going to get violent. You're going to poke some holes in your turkey. A lot of holes in your turkey. You can do this with a knife or you can do it with a meat fork. Then after we've poked a bunch of holes in it, you want to poke the holes pretty deep where you can. After you poke holes in the top side of your turkey, which is actually, I guess, the underside of your turkey, turn it over and poke a whole bunch more holes in it. Then what we're going to do is take our garlic. I'm going to transfer it to a bowl to make this easier. And you're going to get your hands pretty smelly in this process because what we're going to do now is push the garlic into those holes. You want to use some pressure here because you're really trying to put the garlic inside the turkey. This can take a few minutes, so you probably won't see the whole thing. Okay. Now when you push this in, you're going to actually want to push it in the hole with your finger while you want to stab it deep. Then we clean our hands a little bit and we're going to put garlic powder and we're going to rub that onto the bird. I should mention, if you don't have a food processor, you can crunch up your garlic with a mortar and pestle, or after you peel it, you can use a garlic press. The food processor is a lot easier and faster. Okay, what we're going to do now is adobo, and we take it from the big bottle, put it in this little bottle because it has a shaker top, and we put this everywhere, just like we did with the garlic, and we rub that in. Adobo is a little bit salty, so you don't want to really overdo it. You want enough, but not too much. Then, now if you're used to cooking turkey by just thawing it out and putting it in the oven, you're going to think this is a whole lot of work. But let me tell you, it is worth every second of it. It is some good stuff. All right, what we do now is we have the little packet of Sazon, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing correctly. And then we're going to sprinkle this on the bird. It gives it a little color, and it probably has a little effect on the flavor, but mostly this just gives it some color, and this thing comes out so pretty. All right, we rub that in. You can see the bird is already changing color, and you know your fingers are too. And then we're going to turn the bird over and repeat the process. I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to take quite a while. Okay, we're back on camera. Here it is, all covered, but we have to put some garlic inside as well. And then I should mention that we're also going to use some stuffing in the bird. Not everyone does that here, but that's part of my coming from the States part of things, the gringo side. So this is ready to go. All we're going to do now is cover it with tin foil. I should mention, by the way, that this is Tuesday. Thanksgiving is Thursday. You want to do this as much in advance as you can, 2 or 3 days. So make sure your bird's totally thawed out, or you could, if you got right to it, you could start with a fresh bird that's never been frozen and do all of this and still make it in time for this Thanksgiving. So what we're going to do now is just cover this with tin foil, and then it's going in the refrigerator until Thursday morning. I also put stuffing on a cookie sheet and basically dehydrate it overnight because I like the flavor of stuffing. I can't stand the soggy bread. So that's what I do. Okay, so we cover this with tin foil. We're going to put it in the refrigerator. And after that, I'm going to clean this counter off and wipe it down with Clorox. Because when you do like chicken or turkey or any raw meat, you want to be sure that there's no germs left on your countertop for the next food that goes on it. So we use a disinfecting wipe from Clorox. Who does not sponsor me, I just wanted you to know that that's what I use to clean up with. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. There's going to be one more Thanksgiving video. Making some apricot cranberry sauce. That'll be out before Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're going to have that in the refrigerator until Thursday morning. Then on Thursday, Thanksgiving, we'll put it in a 325-degree oven. And for that size bird, which is 20 pounds, it's going to be in there in approximately 4.5 hours. What you really want to do is take a instant read thermometer and stick it in the thickest part of the thigh and make sure it reads 170 degrees or slightly more, I guess. And also plan on about 1.25 pounds per person. Okay, so that's it for this video. If I get a chance Thursday morning, I'll show you a picture of the completed bird in the comments. But in order to make this so that you can make this turkey for this Thanksgiving, I can't finish the video. I have to finish the video today. So this is it. And thanks very much for watching. See you next video.